A city awakens to a dawn, draped in snow, the streets hushed under a thick, white blanket. The wind's icy breath sweeps through the city, its howl a chilling symphony of winter's fury. Buildings stand as silent sentinels, their outlines softened by the relentless snowfall. A lone street lamp casts a feeble glow, its light struggling against the overwhelming darkness of the dawn. The sky is a canvas of grey, heavy with the promise of more snow to come. In the heart of the city, the world is transformed into a landscape of stark beauty and biting cold. Beneath the cold, flickering light of dawn, Daniel and Emily seek warmth near the boarded-up grocery. Emily shivers, her small frame seeking shelter in her brother's embrace, as the first rays of dawn paint the sky. Daniel tightens his grip, his young eyes scanning the silent street for any sign of hope. The boarded-up grocery looms behind them, a stark reminder of desolation and the struggle for survival. The laundromat café sits shrouded in a dim, early morning light, a stark contrast to the inviting glow of the café across the street. The air hangs heavy with the chill of dawn, a familiar burden for the children. The aroma of food wafts from the café across the street, a tantalizing promise just out of reach. The laundromat stands as a silent witness to their resilience, a temporary haven against the harsh realities of life. The early morning cold seeps into their bones, a constant reminder of the world's indifference. Dawn breaks, casting a pale light over the dusty windows of the rundown laundromat café. Inside, Daniel leans in, his face burdened with anxiety as he speaks to Emily. Daniel murmurs, "We need to find help, but I don't know who to trust anymore." The weight of their isolation hangs heavy in the air, as trust becomes a distant memory. In the dim morning light, the laundromat cafe door groans open, revealing Clara Dawson. Her apron, dusted with flour, hints at a morning of hard work as she pauses at the entrance. Her gaze sweeps across the interior, drawn to the children inside. Clara's expression softens as she focuses on the children, her face etched with concern. A sense of quiet resolve settles over her as she steps further into the cafe. The morning light casts long shadows, highlighting the worn edges of the laundromat cafe. Dawn breaks, casting long shadows across the grimy windows of the laundromat cafe, where the world outside fades into a muted backdrop. Amidst the soft rumble of the washing machines, Clara welcomes the children into the warmth of the laundromat. The children step inside, their faces lighting up as they find a haven from the harsh morning. In this humble laundromat, Clara's warmth promises a refuge, a moment of peace amidst the chaos of life. The first rays of dawn struggle to penetrate the grime-streaked windows of the laundromat cafe. Clara stands silhouetted against the dawn, a solitary figure amidst the quiet hum of the machines. She ladles hot soup into a chipped ceramic bowl, her movements practiced and gentle. Steam rises in thick, fragrant clouds, momentarily obscuring Clara's face in a comforting warmth. The air fills with a promise of nourishment and solace, a small haven against the cold morning. In the one light of dawn, she moves with practiced grace, preparing the simple meal. She butters the toasted bread with care, a small act of kindness in the desolate laundromat cafe. The fluorescent lights flicker above, casting a pale, cold glow on the worn tables. She finishes buttering the bread, a rare luxury she often denies herself. The hum of the laundromat fills the air as she contemplates the simple kindness. The laundromat cafe awakens under the pallid glow of fluorescent lights, the air thick with the scent of detergent and yesterday's coffee. Amidst the hum of machines, Daniel shifts nervously, stealing glances at Emily. In a hushed tone, a voice breaks the silence. "I'm Daniel." A soft reply echoes, barely audible above the rumble. "Emily." Their hushed exchange hangs in the air, a fragile thread of connection in the desolate morning. Dawn breaks weakly over the laundromat cafe, its windows veiled in grime. Daniel sits, his hands clasped tight. A story of loss hangs in the air. He leans forward, his voice a hushed whisper as he begins to speak. "Our parents," Daniel recounts, the weight of the past heavy in his tone. The air grows heavy as Daniel continues, "They died in a house fire." His voice cracks as he utters the final words. "We were left orphaned." Dawn casts a pale light through the grimy windows of the laundromat cafe, where the machines thrum a relentless rhythm. Daniel sits hunched, stirring his lukewarm coffee, his anxiety a palpable presence. Emily, her eyes wide with innocence and concern, watches Daniel. Daniel's voice cracks with fear. I'm just, I'm scared, really scared. Emily's innocent question hangs in the air. Of what, Danny? Daniel's fear intensifies as he whispers, of them, the social workers. What if they decide, what if they decide we can't be together anymore? The Laundromat Cafe, a symphony of faded colors and quiet desperation, greets a new day with sunlight barely piercing its grimy windows. Clara's weary eyes reflect a spirit unbroken as she begins her daily act of kindness. With tender care, Clara sets a simple sandwich on a worn table, a beacon of hope in a sea of neglect. Beside it lies an old coat, clean despite its age, a silent testament to Clara's quiet dignity. In the dim morning light, Daniel and Emily sit quietly in their usual corner of the rundown Laundromat Cafe. They share a silent understanding, a daily ritual sustained by Clara's generosity. The Laundromat Cafe, a haven amidst the urban decay, promises another day of sustenance. Each morning, this simple meal fortifies them against the world outside. As dawn breaks over Cleveland, Clara urgently searches for Daniel and Emily, her eyes darting across the deserted streets. The first rays of light offer no solace, only revealing the emptiness of their disappearance. The pale colors of dawn cast long shadows, hinting at the mystery shrouding Daniel and Emily's vanishing. They are gone, vanished without a trace into the awakening city. In the dim light of the Laundromat Cafe, time relentlessly marches on. Clara wipes the same cracked counters, her movements mechanical. Each swipe echoes the countless days, blurring into one. Her hair, once vibrant, now slowly turns silver. The silver streaks catch the light, a stark reminder of years passing. Under the stormy sky, a run-down Laundromat Cafe stands lonely, its neon signs fighting through the downpour. A black SUV arrives, its dark silhouette cutting through the stormy night. The storm intensifies, blurring the world into a canvas of light and shadow. The cafe's neon signs flicker with a desperate vibrancy against the darkness. The black SUV sits idle, a silent predator amidst the chaos of the storm. The scene is a dance of light and shadow, a prelude to the night's unfolding drama. Under the cloak of night, a run-down Laundromat Cafe fades into the urban shadows. The sleek SUV, a stark contrast to its surroundings, pulls up quietly, its presence hinting at secrets. The back door swings open, revealing a man in a tailored suit, his silhouette sharp against the interior light. He steps out, his polished shoes hitting the cracked pavement, a silent promise of disruption. The man pauses, his eyes scanning the laundromat, an air of calculation hanging over him. Under the cloak of night, Daniel emerges from the SUV, a silhouette against the dim glow of the Laundromat Cafe. Emily follows, the neon lights casting long shadows that dance around her feet. The run-down Laundromat Cafe looms, its faded sign a stark reminder of forgotten dreams. Daniel pauses, his gaze sweeping over the desolate scene, a hint of apprehension in his eyes. Emily steps forward, her expression unreadable as she approaches the entrance. In the dim light of the Laundromat Cafe, Clara freezes, her eyes widening in disbelief. Her face registers a shock, so profound it seems to transcend reality, blurring the line between the present and a haunting past. Daniel and Emily appear before her, seemingly conjured from the depths of a long-forgotten nightmare. The air thickens with unspoken dread, as Clara's world tilts on its axis. The mundane setting of the laundromat transforms into a stage for her deepest fears as Daniel and Emily linger ominously. Time seems to stand still as Clara remains frozen, confronting the specters of her past in this ordinary yet surreal space. In the dim light of the Laundromat Cafe, Daniel's hand extends, a simple napkin bearing the faded emblem of the establishment. The cafe's logo, a relic of better days, hints at forgotten stories. Daniel's hand remains outstretched, a silent offer in the quiet night. The faded logo whispers secrets of countless nights witnessed within these walls. Under the harsh hum of fluorescent lights, the rundown Laundromat Cafe exudes a sense of weary neglect. Daniel sits alone, his eyes reflecting a deep, unspoken sorrow. His voice cracks with emotion as he speaks to the unseen. You once gave us these. The stale air hangs heavy, filled with the scent of old coffee and fading dreams. Tears threaten to spill as memories flood back, each one a painful reminder of what was. The hum of the machines seems to amplify the silence between words, the weight of unspoken history filling the space. In the dingy laundromat cafe, Clara's world holds. The mop clatters to the worn tile, the sound echoing her shock. Her hands fly up, obscuring her face as disbelief floods her. Time seems to freeze as the mundane setting transforms into a stage of revelation. The harsh fluorescent lights flicker, mirroring the turmoil within Clara. The scent of detergent and stale coffee hangs heavy in the air, a stark contrast to the weight of the moment. In the harsh glare of the laundromat cafe, Daniel and Emily, two souls weathered by life, sit in quiet contemplation. Daniel's voice, a mere whisper, breaks the silence. After we disappeared, we were lost, really lost. Emily, her eyes reflecting past terrors, confesses, "We didn't know where to turn. We were scared." Daniel's face lights up with hope as he recalls. "Then we found the church shelter. It was a lifeline." Under the harsh hum of fluorescent lights, Daniel sits alone in the laundromat cafe, lost in a sea of silent contemplation. The scent of stale coffee and detergent hangs heavy in the air as Daniel reflects on his past sacrifices. His voice barely a whisper, Daniel recalls, "I studied day and night. Every spare moment, I was buried in books." Daniel's voice cracks with emotion as he remembers. "I had to. I promised Clara I would make her proud." The laundromat cafe buzzes under fluorescent lights, a mix of detergent and old coffee hangs in the air. Emily's face is etched with conviction as she begins to reveal her motivations. With earnest eyes, Emily declares, "I became a social worker to help kids like we once were." Her words echo in the dimly lit space, a testament to a past that fuels her present. The laundromat cafe buzzes under fluorescent lights, a mix of detergent and old coffee hangs in the air. Daniel and Clara sit opposite each other, the weight of unspoken words heavy between them. Daniel's expression hardens, a sense of purpose in his intense gaze. With determined eyes, Daniel declares, "We've returned to change your life forever." Clara's reaction remains unseen, leaving the audience in suspense. In the aged laundromat cafe, the monotonous drone of washing machines forms a backdrop to a clandestine exchange. Daniel, eyes betraying sleepless nights, stands before Clara, who exudes a serene resolve. A small, time-worn box changes hands, a silent promise of secrets unveiled. His unsteady hands reveal the weight of unspoken fears. The stale scent of coffee hangs heavy, a bitter witness to the gravity of the moment. Amidst the humdrum of a rundown laundromat cafe, a box holds a silent promise. Inside, the deed to a brand new cafe awaits, symbolizing hope and fresh starts. Fully paid for, it represents a life-changing opportunity hidden in plain sight. The laundromat's mundane setting contrasts sharply with the extraordinary potential contained within. In the harsh glow of fluorescent lights, the laundromat cafe reveals its worn interior, where every detail tells a story of hardship and resilience. Emily, a woman weathered by life, makes a decisive move, pushing a thick envelope across the scarred surface. Clara, her face a roadmap of life's trials, looks up, her expression a mix of anticipation and apprehension. The envelope slides to a stop before Clara, a silent promise of change in the stale air of the laundromat cafe. The laundromat cafe glows under the harsh, fluorescent lights, a symphony of stale coffee and sudsy detergent filling the air. In the heart of the rundown cafe, Emily leans forward, her words barely a whisper. Her voice cracks with emotion as she confesses, "Because you gave us hope when we had none." The weight of her gratitude hangs in the air, as thick as the scent of detergent. Under the harsh fluorescent lights, Clara sits alone in the laundromat cafe, shoulders shaking. Years of hardship etched on her face, tears stream down her cheeks. Yet, these are not tears of despair, but of profound relief. The weight of years of struggle finally lifting from Clara's shoulders. The rundown laundromat cafe stands bathed in a newfound, ethereal glow, a beacon of unexpected grace. Inside, the faded decor is now painted with soft, inviting light, hinting at stories waiting to be told. The gentle hum of machines blends with a quiet anticipation, as if the very air holds its breath, waiting for a moment of transformation. The cafe is filled with the warmth of long-awaited grace. Applause erupts within the rundown laundromat cafe, a symphony of heartfelt appreciation. Tears are dabbed away as the cafe's occupants are profoundly moved. The siblings share a tender embrace, a moment of unity. Clara is enveloped in a warm embrace, symbolizing newfound connection and acceptance. Under the cloak of night, an SUV navigates the Cleveland streets, carrying secrets and unspoken tensions. Clara, Daniel, and Emily ride together, their expressions veiled by the dim interior lights. The city lights blur past, mirroring the uncertainty of their journey. Emily's presence adds another layer to the unspoken narrative within the moving vehicle. On the quiet Cleveland street, the night air is thick with unspoken farewells. Clara's steps falter as she steals one last lingering glance at the warm glow of the cafe. The cafe stands as a beacon of warmth against the cold, indifferent cityscape. The street stretches into the distance, each step away from the cafe echoing with finality. The city's neon lights blur through rain-streaked glass, painting the night with vibrant hues. Clara walks through the city, her face tilted up to the rain. A faint smile graces Clara's lips as she walks. The rain washes over Clara, and the world around her feels vibrantly alive. Decades of numbness fade as Clara experiences the city's vibrant energy. Sunlight bathes the brand new cafe, highlighting its pristine walls and gleaming surfaces. Clara stands behind the counter, her warm smile radiating pride and a touch of nostalgia. Her eyes sparkle, reflecting memories of Daniel and Emily, their presence felt in every corner. The cafe stands as a testament to shared dreams and cherished bonds. Daniel stands motionless by the window, his gaze lost in the distance, a world away. The office fades as memories of cold mornings with Emily flood his mind. He recalls the chill of dawn, a ghost of a smile playing on his lips. Lost in reverie, Daniel relives moments of quiet intimacy. The weight of memory settles over him, a solitary figure against the light. Emily sits at her desk, a fortress of paperwork surrounding her. A young boy stands nervously before Emily. Emily smiles warmly, a distant memory softening her gaze. The memory of Clara's kindness fuels Emily's resolve. In the heart of a brand new cafe, Clara's radiant smile welcomes the dawn. She extends a steaming cup, a fragrant promise of warmth and comfort. The customer accepts the offering, gratitude blooming as rich as the coffee's aroma. A delicate dance of kindness unfolds, filling the air with unspoken appreciation. Clara watches as the customer savors the moment, her heart swelling with quiet satisfaction. A symphony of simple pleasures, where every cup tells a story of connection and care. The Cleveland streets buzz with life as pedestrians pass by, their eyes drawn to the new cafe. A warm and inviting glow spills onto the streets, pulling passers-by closer. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafts through the air, beckoning people to step inside. Laughter and conversation drift from the open doorway, promising a cozy escape. The cafe stands as a beacon of warmth and community amidst the bustling city streets. Sunlight floods the brand new cafe, where everything gleams with spotless perfection. Clara, her smile as warm as the morning light, guides Leo, a young man radiating nervous enthusiasm. With gentle precision, Clara demonstrates the art of frothing milk, each movement a lesson in kindness. The cafe, though pristine, yearns for the stories and laughter that only time can weave into its walls. Clara teaches Leo, passing on the lessons of kindness she learned. In this space of new beginnings, Clara imparts not just skills, but the essence of human connection. Daniel sits absorbed at his desk, a sea of documents surrounding him. The sudden ring of his phone shatters the silence. He answers, his expression shifting slightly as he listens. A voice echoes from the speaker. "Daniel, it's Clara. I just wanted to call and thank you again for everything." The gratitude in her voice hangs in the air, a brief respite in the busy day. Sunlight paints dust motes in a dance of light across Emily's serene office. Lost in thought, Emily reflects on the depth of Clara's kindness. A subtle smile graces Emily's lips as she remembers Clara's impact on her life. In a moment of quiet realization, she considers how much easier her life has become. Emily leans back, a wave of gratitude washing over her. In the quiet of the night, Clara meticulously cleans the counter, her movements echoing in the empty cafe. Streetlights cast long shadows across the tables, painting the scene with a peaceful solitude. A wave of contentment washes over Clara as she surveys her sanctuary, a haven of calm. The lingering aroma of coffee and pastries fills the air, a comforting reminder of the day's warmth. Clara pauses, a deep breath filling her lungs, a soft smile gracing her lips as she embraces the tranquility. The cafe radiates warmth, a haven in the dark Cleveland streets. Its windows glow, promising warmth and refuge from the night. Soft light spills onto the rain-slick streets. The glowing cafe stands as a beacon of hope. Its inviting glow contrasts starkly with the surrounding darkness. A cozy sanctuary amid the cold, unforgiving night. Inside his dimly lit home, Daniel stares at a photograph, his expression a mixture of longing and regret. The photograph captures a carefree moment from Daniel's childhood, a memory of youthful joy with Emily. He remembers a time when life seemed simpler, their faces beaming with unburdened happiness. A wave of nostalgia washes over him as he clutches the photograph tightly. The room glows with a comforting warmth as Emily sits at her desk, a gentle smile illuminating her face. In her hands, she holds a letter, its paper worn yet precious, filled with carefully chosen words. Her eyes trace each line, absorbing the heartfelt message of gratitude. The letter is from a child Emily helped through a difficult time, expressing sincere gratitude for her kindness and support. A wave of emotion washes over her as she reflects on the impact of her compassion. In that quiet moment, Emily's heart swells with the simple joy of making a difference. Sunlight bathes the brand new cafe, promising warmth and new beginnings. Clara stands behind the counter, her smile a beacon of hospitality. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee blends with the sweet scent of pastries, a symphony of indulgence. Clara extends her hand, welcoming new customers into her haven. The cafe is ready to deliver a moment of peace and pleasure. Amidst the bustling Cleveland streets, a cafe stands as a beacon. The cafe stands as a testament to the enduring power of kindness. Sunlight bathes the cafe. The cafe stands as a reminder of community and connection. It radiates warmth. Subscribe for more moving stories of kindness, resilience, and second chances at Whisper Trail 25.